Well, I wasn't recording. I had it on photo. So I've done cut two of my broccoli heads. And I got a couple of small ones there that's probably not going to make much. And there's the ones I cut. That's a pretty one right there. I can't hardly see my screen. I hope I'm getting them in there. And that one's starting to get a little too far over, but it's still good eating. We're going to move on around here. Now that's my goldenrod. At least I hope it is. Then we're going to go over here and see if we've got a potato. I hadn't dug any of them. That's some of the prettiest vines I've seen in a long time. Now we had a late frost and it bit the tops back pretty good. So I'm going to have to get down here and see what we can find. I'm just going to go ahead and pull a couple of these vines up. Well, there's a little tiny potato. Now I can tell you one thing about these potatoes. There's another one. That's a little tiny one. It'll eat though. And that's the seed there that I planted. There's another pretty good little potato. I don't think I even had them on the camera. But anyway, that's the seed of the potato that I planted. There's another little tiny one. And there's the vine. That's a lot of vine for them little potatoes. But you know what? Usually you knock off a potato or two down in there. And that's coming off that other vine there, I think. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull him out. You can do that and not pull the vine up. And whatever's left on it will keep growing. But what I was gonna say is you've got to keep, especially potatoes, evenly watered. If you don't keep them watered, it'll make them scabby and they won't grow good. I'm gonna dig up one more, or pull up one more vine there. I know this thing's probably shaking crazy. I tried to use my little tripod, but it's so flimsy. The wind was blowing it over. I think it's more of a selfie stick. And I don't never do selfies. Well, there ain't much size. There might be some bigger ones in there eventually. There's the seed. Little old bitty things. I probably hadn't kept them watered good enough. These raised beds, I can tell you one thing, is you've got to keep them watered. And I haven't been as faithful about it as I should have been. If you like marble potatoes, I've got them. The first year I grew them down here, and I grew them in pots. And I had some nice sized potatoes, but I was more faithful. I tell you though, I don't like my setup. I'd have been better with my little selfie thing holding it in my hand probably. Because I can't see my screen good. Anyway, that's all I'm going to try to do. I wanted to get out here today and try to do a little bit though. And I might come over here and show you the star of the show right now is my coral honeysuckle. Can't tell you where I got it. It was okay though. I didn't get it out of the woods and Some people don't like you doing that, but I didn't do that. And there's my harvest for the day. 2 broccoli heads and potatoes. A few potatoes. Be enough if you wasn't too hungry. All right, I'm gonna get these cleaned up and I'll probably put them in the fridge for tonight. And I will catch you later. Thank you.